Transcript of interview with Vex-AR Kalim, sole survivor of the Zinthran 5th Legion, conducted by the Galactic War Crimes Commission. Interviewer, state your name for the record. Vex-AR. Commander Vex-AR Kalim. Now I'm just Vex-AR. The ranks, the titles, they mean nothing after you've been to a human war front. Interviewer, you led the assault on the human position at Verdun 7. Your forces outnumbered them 50-1. Vex-AR, long silence, numbers. We thought numbers mattered. We had 50,000 warriors. They had 1,000 volunteers. Volunteers, not even their professional military. Miners, teachers, engineers who grabbed weapons when we threatened their colony. Interviewer, yet you were defeated. Vex-AR, defeated? Laughs, a broken sound. We weren't defeated. We were educated. About hell. Interviewer, explain. Vex-AR, the humans named that position after something from their history, Verdun. I researched it later. A battle where their ancestors fought for months over a few kilometers of mud. 700,000 of them died. For mud. They named their defensive positions after their worst nightmares as inspiration. The first day, we launched a standard assault. Overwhelming force, synchronized attack patterns, the finest technology in the Empire. We took their first line in 3 hours. It was a trap, not a tactical trap, a psychological one. They'd filled those trenches with recordings. Their history, their wars, images of something called World War I. Stalingrad, Vietnam. We thought they were trying to intimidate us. No, they were preparing us, showing us what humans considered normal warfare. Interviewer, continue. Vex-AR, the second line was where hell began. They didn't just defend, they persisted. You'd kill a human, step over the body, and they'd grab your ankle. Still alive, missing half their organs, using their last seconds to hold you for their squad mate to get a shot. A school teacher, a teacher of children, held a breach for 6 hours with improvised explosives made from mining equipment. When we finally got through, she was still alive, sitting on a throne of our dead, reading names from a list. The names of her students. She wanted us to know who she was dying for. Interviewer, the reports mention unusual tactics. Vex-AR, skuders unusual. Yes, they turned everything into weapons. The air. They knew we breathed different atmosphere mixtures, so they released chemicals that were harmless to them, but made us hallucinate our worst fears. The ground. They mined it so thoroughly that we lost whole companies to sinkholes filled with industrial acid. But the worst was the music. Interviewer, music? Vex-AR, they played music. Constantly. Songs about not giving up. About rising again. About dying for causes. A damaged speaker system played something called We'll Meet Again on repeat for 17 days. Even now, I hear it. That cheerful voice promising reunion while my soldiers dissolved in chemical weapons they'd made from fertilizer. Day 8, we breached their command center. Found their commander, Colonel Harrison, missing both legs, commanding from a medical gurney. He smiled at me. Smiled. Said, "You're 3 days behind schedule." They've been betting on how long they could hold. Interviewer, is that when you retreated? Vex-AR, no. That's when they started singing. All of them. Every human left alive. Singing while they fought. Singing while they died. Singing while they killed. 100 different songs in dozens of Earth languages, but all saying the same thing. We're still here. We broke on day 12. Not because we were losing militarily. We'd taken 80% of their position. But my warriors were refusing to advance. They'd seen humans use their own severed limbs as weapons. Watched them jury-rig life support systems to explosive vests. Witnessed dying humans teaching children over radio how to make bombs from kitchen supplies. Interviewer, your report states only one human position remained by day 12. Vex-AR, the medical station. 40 wounded humans and 1 doctor. We had 15,000 warriors left. They held for 3 more days. The doctor, she kept operating on patients while directing artillery strikes between surgeries. Saved lives with one hand, ended them with the other. Interviewer, what would you tell others about human warfare? Vex-AR, don't. Whatever you're fighting for, it's not worth it. They don't just fight wars. They invite you into hell and then show you they've been living there all along.